So hi, it's Tom Arbuthnot. We're here at Modality and we thought we'd take a couple of minutes just to see how we use Teams internally. So I'm here with Lyndsay. Lyndsay, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Hi, I'm Lyndsay Ansell. I'm a project manager at Modality Systems.
So Lyndsay's one of the people at Modality that makes me do things, and one of the tools she uses to make me do things is Teams. So we were going to talk about, we do network assessments at Modality and we've adopted Teams to run the complete process.
Yeah.
So Lyndsay, do you want to talk through kind of how we came across using Teams and how we use it?
I was quite reluctant to use Teams at first because I thought it was just going to be another gimmick, but actually it's been really helpful. So for our impact assessments, we have a lot of customers that we run concurrently, and trying to keep up with all of the email streams and various different bits and bobs of software like OneNote and SharePoint and where everything's stored can be quite difficult across different engagements which are essentially the same. So Teams has consolidated that down all into one place where everything is.
Yeah, so before, we were doing this before Teams, we were on the Teams tab, so we were using this quite early. Before Teams, it was email, files maybe in SharePoint, maybe not, OneNote sometimes, but email sometimes, and lots of IMs, lots of Skype meetings.
Yeah, all different, all spread out, all hard to keep track of. But in Teams, it's all in one place, and I get visibility of absolutely everything that's going on.
Yeah.
So where sometimes, so some of our developers and our consultants might chat to each other on IMs or have different kind of email exchanges between themselves, I get to see all of that now. So
there's nothing you're not involved in as
far exactly. When I'm asked for something to be done, I can see that it's being done.
so take us through like a Teams experience for impact assessment.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so we've got the kind of kick-off of the impact assessment here, so we can see that all of the notes and the customer discussions are all on the OneNote for us. There's an actions checklist on there as well, so that anytime somebody can come in and see where we're at exactly with the project. We've got some customer details in there as well that people can reference if they need to reach out to them for anything.
Yeah, so everything's in the chat, so anybody involved in the Contoso customer for impact assessment knows where the conversations are, but also the OneNote is in there, so they just hit the OneNote tab and they can see the notes.
Yep. And we've got, so we have a meeting here, so that was also inside of Teams as well, so that kind of helps to streamline everything again. You don't have to go to a different place to have a meeting. We've got Power BI in here as well, so this is what we use for our network assessment data. So that's, again, you don't have to go off to somewhere else to get that, it's just in here for you if you want to see it, so it's got the data there. So that's easily accessible.
And you can mention people in Teams, so when you want somebody's attention, you can call them out in the chat.
So I can Tom Arbuthnot. Please look at this data.
Yeah, and that's really useful for me because I'm over kind of a few different projects, so I can be alerted when it matters, or I can dip in and out at my leisure, kind of check what's going on. Previously, I'd be in lots and lots of email threads for lots and lots of projects, and people would implicitly assume you read them and you don't get to all of them, Lyndsay knowingly. So whereas if somebody wants my attention now, I say explicitly mention me and I will make sure I see that message.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm the same. I get CC'd into either loads of emails that then just become noise or none at all, in which case I have to go and find the information. So this just has it all there on a plate. So you can see here Carl and Rob discussing some troubleshooting on nodes. That's really helpful for me. I know they're getting on with it. We've also got other integrations like Polly, which is a kind of voting button essentially. So we've used that here to get a date for a data review setup.
And we're even using our own bots to push data into Teams. So when the nodes go down, the message goes into Teams to say someone should look at this node that's gone down.
Exactly, we've got a whole channel for nodes that have gone offline, so we check that every day to see which ones we need to bring back online, which is really handy. Again, it's that kind of one place, go here, this has got everything you need. And then there's some fun bits too.
Lots of memes and graphics.
Yeah, another great thing is you can email directly into the Teams channel as well, so you can copy in. If you're emailing a customer, for example, they're not in the team, but you can still kind of capture that conversation is happening by copying in the Teams channel to the actual email, and that shows up here as well.
So hopefully that gives you a feel for how we're using Teams internally for our projects. We're still using Skype for Business side by side with Teams, and it doesn't mean you can't use one or the other. So from a modality point of view, it's worth starting to look at Teams. Successwithteams.com is a good place to start and see where you can find a business process or a project or a group of people to actually have a go with Teams and get a feel for how it works. So we didn't really understand the value of it until we aligned it to a proper business process and project, and that's when it really comes to life. So successwithteams.com and modalitysystems.com for more videos and more information. Thanks.